Hey guys, and welcome back to another video. So in this video, what I want to do is I want to share with you my updated wash day regimen. Now, if you have thin hair, damaged hair, transitioning hair, or even if you have 4C hair that's a little fragile, a little bit more delicate, then hopefully this video helps you to reduce breakage and shedding, because ever since I changed my wash day regimen, I've noticed little to no breakage and shedding during my wash days, which is awesome. So hopefully this video helps you, so stay tuned. Now guys, before I get into this video, I just wanted to have a moment-to-moment, heart-to-heart with you. I understand the fear, the anxiety, the stress that goes along with seeing all of that hair shedding and breaking during wash days. I've been there many times, and this is a new experience for me. So those of you who have not been following me on my hair growth journey, you don't know that I've encountered heat damage, and for those of you who have, you know that it's heat damage, and that's why I have to go through this process. Now, the process that I'll be going through is I'll be transitioning my hair. So this wash day has really helped me to see a lot less breakage and shedding while I'm transitioning. What I'm going to do is I'm going to try and grow my natural hair out as long as possible. I'm giving myself 6 months to a year to fully, try and go through this process while I slowly trimmed the heat damaged areas off. But with that being said, I really want you to know that I can relate to a lot of hair struggles, a lot of hair issues, but this is completely new. I've never used heat, and now I'm going through a whole transitioning phase. So please know that I'm here to support you and encourage you. And if you ever feel like you just need to connect with me, just feel free to leave a comment, message me. If these videos help you in any way, give it a thumbs up, encourage me as I encourage you. And with that being said, let's get into this video.
So the first thing that I do is I section my hair into 5 parts. Now this really helps me to focus on one section at a time to reduce breakage and shedding. So once my hair is sectioned, the next thing that I do is I get some extra virgin olive oil and I apply a small amount to my fingers, and then I apply that to my hair strands. Now this gives me slip, which really helps me to finger detangle my hair very easily. Now because of the added slip, it really helps to prevent unwanted breakage and shedding. Now my hair was in a protective style of large braids with only my natural hair, so I'm gently separating the larger clumps of hair before moving on to the next step. So this is like a pre-detangling session, and if you do this before getting into the shower, it's really going to help you to prevent knots and tangles, which also will reduce shedding and breakage. So once one section is completed, I just clip it out of the way and I move on to another section. So the next thing that I do is I get into the shower and I use warm water and I saturate half of the front section of my hair first. Now I only work on one section at a time because once my hair gets wet, it will shrink up, which will cause my hair to get tangled, and once again, it will cause unnecessary shedding and breakage. So I try my best to prevent water from getting on the other side of my head, and I know this seems odd and it doesn't seem possible to keep the water off of the other section, but trust me, it really does work for me, especially because of the olive oil that is on the other side of my hair. We all know water and oil don't mix, so technically there's a thin barrier of oil preventing the water from penetrating my hair strands, which is going to cause it to get soaked, shrink up, and cause unwanted tangles. So what I'm doing now is I'm using the natural slip from the olive oil and the warm water to further detangle my hair, and at the same time I'm trying to get as much of the olive oil out of my hair as possible. So once I've gotten as many of the tangles out as I can and the olive oil starts to feel like it's been rinsed out of my hair, I can move on to the next step. So what I do next is I get a little bit of a store-bought conditioner and I put it on the ends of my hair. Now this is a new step for me because of my damaged hair. I needed to do something differently to ensure that I was not losing as much hair as I was losing during my wash days. So I found that using a store-bought detangler really does the trick. So what I do is I use a wide tooth comb to detangle the ends of my hair, and this makes it possible for me to separate my hair easily without encountering any knots and tangles at the ends of my hair. Now I only comb the ends of my hair because the ends are the thinnest and most delicate parts of my hair, and they get tangled really easily, which makes it really hard to separate my hair. Now I'm going to section my hair into 3 or 4 smaller sections, and you can see how easily I can do this once I've added the conditioner and once I've lightly ran the comb through the ends of my hair. So once my hair is separated and I have smaller sections, I go in and I gently finger detangle the roots of my hair. Now the roots of my hair are thicker, so it's very important that I do this or it will cause tangles and breakage where my line of demarcation is located. Now for those of you who do not know what the line of demarcation is, I will link the videos below where I explain and I show you what I mean. However, once the roots are detangled, I go ahead and I put an ouchless elastic around the entire section. Now I got this idea from another YouTuber and I will explain why I do this shortly, but before I do, I want you to know that I do this to all of the little sections that I made, which really helps to prevent my hair from getting tangled and matted, which used to be a huge reason why I got a lot of breakage. Now once all of the sections have been detangled at the root and held in place with the ouchless elastic, I move on to the next step. And what I do next is I get a little bit of the store-bought conditioner and I add it to the section that I will be working on. Then I get my wide tooth comb and I gently detangle that section. Now this is the reason why the ouchless elastics are so important. If your root is held firmly in place, you can use both of your hands to detangle the section from tip to root. Now this has truly helped me to control my grip better, and trust me, it really helps to reduce shedding and breakage because you can be more gentle as you move up your hair strands. Now, if your hair is thin and damaged or if you are transitioning, you need to be as gentle as possible. Placing my hands and gently gripping my hair strands helps me to keep tension on my hair strands, and it keeps each strand held firmly in place. Now, this stops me from pulling too hard on my strands, which would cause them to break off. And it also prevents my hair from getting caught in the comb, which adds to further breakage and shedding. So because of this, I can now detangle my hair thoroughly with little to no breakage. So once I'm finished with a wide tooth comb, I go through it one more time with a more narrow tooth comb to make sure that all the knots and tangles are out of my hair. Now I work bit by bit, gently teasing the hair until all of the knots and tangles are out. Now once that is done, I add a little bit more of that conditioner so I can easily remove the hair elastic. Now you want to make sure that you do this slowly and gently to prevent any tangles or to prevent any of your hair from being pulled out. Now once all the elastics are out, I go ahead and I take my wide tooth comb and I make sure that my roots are detangled. Now this is a lot quicker because the roots of my hair are thicker and stronger because there was no damage in this area. It's also a lot easier and faster to detangle because we already detangled the thinner hairs. So at this point, there really is no breakage for me. Then what I do is I go ahead and add some of my all natural stimulating shampoo and I wash my scalp. So while I'm washing my scalp, I gently pull down my hair strands to keep my hair from getting tangled at the roots and along the strands. Now while the water is running, I run my hands down my strands in a downward motion to once again keep my hair from getting tangled all over again while trying to get the shampoo out. Now because my shampoo adds a little bit of a natural slip and because my hair has already been thoroughly detangled, I can easily separate my hair into two sections and twist it. Twisting my hair keeps my hair from detangling and it keeps my hair out of the way so I can move on to different sections. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to repeat those steps again and I'm going to show you what this looks like on the front section of my hair. So I'm going to start from when my hair is already sectioned off with that ouchless elastic. What I do next is I add a bit of that conditioner. I detangle with a wide tooth comb, followed by detangling with a more narrow tooth comb. Now remember, I keep tension on my hair strands to reduce pulling, which causes breakage. Then I slowly remove the hair elastic and I detangle the root of my hair with the wide tooth comb. Then I shampoo my scalp and I rinse in a downward motion, putting a little tension on my hair strands so that they do not get tangled. Then I go ahead and I twist my hair to prevent more tangles. Now, I forgot to mention this step in my earlier example, but after I twist my hair, I put my hair in Bantu knots. Now, this keeps my hair stretched and it also keeps it out of the way. Now that I'm finished, you can see all the Bantu knots that I have completed, and there was little to no breakage and unnecessary shedding to show for it.
Now guys, hopefully that video was helpful. Once again, if you have any comments or questions, leave them down below. I'm always happy to help you. If you have not liked my Facebook page, please go like my Facebook page. That is how I'll be staying connected with you 2017. And if you've not followed me on Instagram so far, follow me on Instagram. I'll be posting pictures of my hair growth journey on there this year. And besides that, thank you so much for watching another one of my videos. Don't be a stranger. Let's stay connected, and I will see you soon. Bye guys.